All right. Well,
Want to roll that roll
Five.
that top 10?
roll that top
Go
One,
10.
ahead.
two,
Let's
five.
let's do that real quick. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So here's who I'm thinking, and let's debate on some of these. Top
All right.
10, and this is no particular criteria. Um, like ESPN going into week 8, this is how they had it. And I'm just loosely basing it off of this, but they had Detroit at number 1 and coming off of a big win against
Mm,
the Buccaneers. I can
Yeah.
I can
okay.
agree with that. Two losses,
Yeah.
two
It's
losses, it's
arguable.
arguable. I think that their strength
Yeah.
of schedule also plays a factor in that as well because the number 2 team that they have is the Colts. Um, and I think
Yeah.
that the reason they're not number 1 at 6-1 is because of their strength of schedule, and they haven't really played a whole lot. So that's kind of where I'm at there. Does that make sense? I kind of
Yeah.
Right.
agree with them to that in that sense. Philadelphia at number 3, and
That's acceptable.
I accept that as well because they have been so inconsistent. And I don't know, and I think that this could work out. That if Philly gets things figured out with their run game and their pass game, and get some guys back from injury, they will be in the top 1, 2, or stay in 3. But I think not being top 1 or 2 is very understandable there. Now they have the Buccaneers at number 4, and I would say that with Bucky Irving out, Chris Godwin out, Mike Evans
Mike.
out,
Yeah.
I think that one kind of, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong. Baker Mayfield, MVP candidate, like
Yep.
hands
Yeah.
down. I don't know if they're the
The big
fourth
because
best team. Let's go through the other ones because they might be. They have the Rams at 5-2.
yeah.
They spanked the Jaguars, who are a playoff contender right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Last week,
Yep.
um, and they had a bye this week, so I yeah I don't know about that one. Um, but Sean McVay is a good coach. They have a good team, good offense, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, the Bills. So this is one, they had a big win today against a
Mhm.
very bad
Yeah.
team coming off of a
Yeah.
bye. They should
Yeah.
have absolutely dismantled the Panthers.
Yeah.
But um the last 2 losses that they've taken have
Yeah.
been very suspect, like not typical. They just didn't look like they were clicking on offense. And that's kind of a problem because that's what keeps them in games. It's kind of like the Cowboys. Their defense sucks. You got to put up 30 points at least in order to win. Um, and so I can kind of agree with them at 6. The Chiefs at 7. If they win
Yeah.
on Monday night, then I might bump them up a lot higher, only because, like I said, they're inevitable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just, if Patrick Mahomes can figure out his offense and getting Rashid Rice back, I think that they could be a problem
Yeah.
for sure. Um, for sure.
Okay.
Green Bay at number 8, Seahawks
Yep.
Seahawks at number 9,
Yep.
San Fran at number 10, which after this
Okay.
week, I don't know. And then the Broncos at number 11,
Oh.
New England at 12, Pittsburgh at 13. And then after that, it just kind of starts falling off. Um, so what do you guys think? And I have some up to date like standings and like point differential. Who's your number 1 overall right now?
I think the problem right now with, for me at least, choosing a team is
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
apparently the number 1 problem for me right now is my Wi-Fi, but no, the number 1 problem is like it's like everyone's good and no one's good.
There's like
The
this
league
there's like
the
the
league has been so inconsistent so far this year. It's just been like So far it's just been who's who, and we
Right.
haven't really been able to figure it out.
Right. It's like there's almost only 3 tiers, really. It's like
Yeah,
the good teams, the teams
good, bad,
that
and ugly.
could be good, and then just wow, you are bad. Like it's and we have and in our tiering system, it's been like a solid 7 teams, which usually isn't that bad, that are just like bad, like real bad, like not
Yeah,
even close to being in the conversation. Like Saints, Titans, Jets, Giants, Dolphins, Browns, and then you start
cards.
Cardinals, the Ravens. They're injured, but the Ravens, the Raiders, like they're just bad teams, like really bad, like no hope. Like just go for the
Yeah.
draft next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I agree with you. It's just we got to find this top 10 right now. That's what we're looking at. So if you had to pick your top 10 right now, who would your number 1 team in the NFL? They're winning the Super Bowl tomorrow. Who is it?
on it. Well, when you phrase it like that,
That's kind of how I got to think about it
you know what?
because I don't like any of them, but
I agree with you. I think if you put it like that, as of this week, the most likely team to keep on winning, I'm saying the Colts.
Mm,
They are the most hot. They haven't had a bye week yet.
yeah.
They're an absolute train right now. They're 7-1
right,
with a 4-game win streak.
right.
I think as of right now, the hottest, most likely to win team in the league. They have a great offense, by the way. I believe most points for them out of any team. They have 270. I think the Colts.
Okay.
Okay.
I can agree with that. Only because they're not just beating teams, they're handling teams. Like it's not some of these games aren't even close. The only one that was close is probably a team that's going to make our top 10 and that's the Broncos, which came down to a
Yeah.
field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. Who are they playing in the Super Bowl? How about that for number 2?
The Colts. Okay.
Oh.
So throw someone from the NFC.
No, it
I
doesn't.
would say.
I guess it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's where I was going with that anyway.
Yeah.
Again, it's as of right now. I think with the way their defense is playing, I would be happy throwing the Lions at number 2.
Okay.
And then if not them, and this is again an if, and obviously they're not healthy right now, my other team would be the Buccaneers.
Okay.
I want the Buccaneers to be somewhere in the top 10. Probably not, especially as with their injuries in the upper echelon, but
I
they'll
think
be
that's
somewhere in there.
that's where I was going. And that's the only thing keeping me away from the Buccaneers right now is they are so beat up that I think it might catch up to them.
Yeah.
You know, they got an easy win this week.
Yeah.
They did what they were supposed to do. They got it right with after the Lions game, but they played the Saints. You're supposed to beat the Saints. They beat the Saints handily. So they did what they were supposed to do, but I just think that they're so beat up that, when the playoffs come around, if they can get Mbuka back and some other key
Chris,
pieces, yeah,
Bucky Irving.
Bucky
Yeah.
Irving, I think they'll be better, but
hmm
it's just I don't know if I can put them in my top 2 with how
Yeah,
beat up they are.
that's what I was saying.
Considering
probably
the
towards,
other teams that only have other teams that have 2 losses.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Alright.
okay,
I agree.
so
I would.
so I like the Lions. I think that if my team was in the Super Bowl, the Lions are probably the team I don't want to play. Just
Okay.
because of how explosive they are. And then the
Yeah.
next one, in my opinion, you guys can correct me, are probably the Eagles. Because I
Okay.
think that all of the pieces are there. It's just they got to figure it out. It's
Yeah,
not
they just need to
necessarily
lock in.
like the Buccaneers where it's like you're missing all your pieces. You have the team, they're just all injured. AJ Brown, He's a head case. Um,
Solana.
yeah. Saquon has kind of been real quiet this year.
Yeah.
But if they get him going, we know what Saquon can do. And
We saw it
then
last year.
Of course.
Devontae Smith is also a force. Dallas Goddard. You got all these pieces,
Yeah. Same pieces.
same as last year. So
They still want to, but Philly fans want to find Nick Sirianni.
yeah. So I would say Eagles just because of the two losses that they had back to back. One of them being the Giants.
And then the
Um,
Broncos.
Yeah, I might have them at number 3.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
I don't think that's a stretch.
So that brings us, Cooper, to your next one. And you already said the Buccaneers, but there's another team right now that is very hot. Very hot. In fact, has the second best point differential. Can you name them?
I think I can. I think that's going to be the Patriots.
I think you're right. And they are smoking teams. And Drake
Oh,
May
yeah.
is putting up MVP caliber numbers. And their
And dare I
defense
say-
looks pretty good.
And
And-
dare I say right now, they have proven, they've proven more. They've been more consistent than the Bills.
Yeah.
The two Bills losses have just been not great. Lost to the Falcons and lost to the aforementioned Patriots.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that. What do you guys think? Would you? Tomorrow's a Super Bowl. Would you rather play the Patriots or the Bucks? Or would you?
Man, this
who would
is
you?
tough.
Who would you
man.
rather not play? I guess I should say.
Okay.
As the Detroit Lions, I would rather not play the Patriots.
Right.
The Bucks is a team that the Lions have already beaten
And
shown
are,
that
and
they
are beat up.
and they're already beat up. The Patriots are
Yeah, still young team.
hot.
Right.
5 wins,
Yeah, 5 wins.
and they're a young team, like Giovanni said.
Right.
Drake
Yeah.
May and Booty.
Yeah. And Henderson.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry,
I was Will Campbell's a dog.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Christian Barmore.
Yep, they're good. They've got a team. They've got a good head coach too.
Mike Vrabel, man.
he's a
former
winner.
coach of the year.
Yep, he's a winner.
Yeah, he is.
He just knows how to get it done.
He's a kneecap biter. He falls into that same camp.
Oh no, like the Dan Campbell.
Yeah. So I venture to say Patriots then Bucks. Bucks at 5.
I would agree with that.
Okay. All right. So here's where it gets. The next 5 is where it gets kind of sketchy,
Dicey.
You've got
Yeah,
the Chiefs,
of course.
who are out there at 4-3.
Yeah.
But then you got all these teams that have 2 losses. Green Bay, I'm going to call that game against the Cowboys. That's a loss because
The
you
Steelers.
shouldn't be tying. Yeah. And and this is pending what happens tonight with the Steelers as well, which they're losing to them. So,
Yeah.
you got Green Bay,
Yeah.
you've got Seattle, whose offense looks amazing right now, and their
JSN, bro.
and
Yeah.
their,
Yeah. He's a star.
and their defense isn't far behind it. You got the Bills. We haven't brought them up yet.
No.
You got the Rams,
Who look good even without Puka.
Yeah.
right? Well, but that also falls into our
Mhm.
injury category. And then you've
Right.
got the Steelers.
Okay. Okay.
So, what do you think? Here's what we got right now. We've got the Colts, the Lions, the Eagles, the Pats, the Bucks.
Okay.
Number 6.
I think we were talking about it a little bit. My problem with the Chiefs is that, yes, they have beat the Lions.
Yeah.
They lost to the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They lost to the Jags.
They lost to the Eagles.
And they lost to the Eagles.
Okay.
Which is like the Eagles, like we said, they still need to figure things out. And the loss to the Jags is the one that I think is holding is holding me back the most on
Yeah.
them. Granted, you could say the same thing for the Lions, where the Lions lost to the Chiefs, who is a team who has only beat the Giants, the Ravens, and the Raiders.
Right.
It's kind of a thing that goes both ways, but I think looking at the Chiefs' strength of schedule and the games that they have won versus the games they've lost, I don't think they're going to be number 6 for me.
Okay.
I think they would probably be closer to 8 or 9.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Okay.
as to who goes to number 6, it's almost a toss up for me. I think it could go a lot of ways with that.
Well, so I'm thinking. See, and yeah, this is tough too, because Josh Allen and the Bills have looked so bad recently in their last couple
Mhm.
losses, but they're still
Josh Allen and the Bills.
it's still Josh Allen and the Bills,
Yeah.
and that's where I kind of get hung up on. You have Green Bay, and we'll keep an eye on this game, but like
Yeah.
they're not good and they're really good all in the same breath. So I don't that like I said, these next 5 are going to be really hard to pick. So we might just have to wing it on a couple.
Yeah.
Why don't we say oof. Based on like scoring and record, like we need some sort of algorithm here.
Yeah.
Because the Seahawks are really good too.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
So hard. Okay. I like the Bills.
Okay. That's an acceptable pick.
Bills at 6.
Yeah.
What do you think about
Can't
Broncos
say
or
I'm mad about that.
Seahawks at 7?
I'm gonna say Broncos.
Yeah, again, that's another one where it's like you can kind of go both ways with it.
Yeah.
Like the Broncos are really like their defense is
Lights
incredible,
out. Right.
but I think
As long as Patrick Surtain's not really hurt.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I
Hopefully
think
he'll recover quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
So
I would
7,
have to
8,
go with
that's
the
kind of a
Broncos.
that's a handshake deal there.
Yeah.
Green Bay only has a
Seahawks still look really good with JSN, and
They do.
they're just clicking right now. But so are the Broncos. So I think
Today's game
7-8 could be
today's game definitely helped me feel a lot better. Holding their offense to what they did and putting up as many points as they did. Both land and sea.
Yeah.
Land and air.
Yeah.
Anyway. So now we need to think about the Packers, probably the Rams and the Steelers. Is who I'd really say. Packers, Rams, Steelers, Chiefs. I'm not a fan of the Chargers. They just don't. They don't excite me. Pittsburgh, if they can pull out a win against the Packers, they definitely have to go higher than the Packers.
Yeah.
So we're at 9. We need 9 and 10.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think about the? I mean, if the Steelers beat the Packers, I would say put the Steelers at 9.
Yeah.
And
then
good.
would
put the Rams at 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rams at 10.
Is it fair to
would be
do that
good.
to the Rams?
Even without Puka.
Yeah.
And with the injuries.
But that's our reason for putting them at 10.
Yeah,
And
because they're so good and they don't have Puka.
Yeah.
Do you put them at 9 then?
Personally, I would do it. I would put 9 for the Rams.
I think just because we haven't seen the Steelers, well,
they really haven't scored many points. Here's the thing with the Rams is they're not even 20 points away from the next closest top 10.
But they also have allowed the second to least points.
Right. Their defense, which is surprising because that's not when you think of the Rams, you think of Sean McVay, you think of that offense, you think of how like fast it clicks and how many receptions those guys get. Yeah, I agree with you there. That's a good point. Their defense is stifling this year. but their offense just there's not a lot of weapons there. Kyron Williams is good, but
I think we might have to just flip 9 and 10 based on. Oh well, no, because if the Steelers lose, you can't put them in there.
right.
Hmm.
Well, do we? So we could put the Rams at 9.
Sure, that's fine.
And then number 10 will either be Packers or Steelers.
Sure.
What about the Chiefs?
Sure.
Oh, you're right. I think it'll be Steelers if they get the dub. Throw them at 10. Chiefs
If the Steelers,
if the Steelers lose. Throw them at 10. I think we could.
That's a
If the
good-
Do that.
Steelers lose, Green Bay is at 5-1-1 with a win over and we're going to leave them out of our top 10.
I think. Here's what I'll say.
Oh,
The Packers have beaten the Bengals,
Okay.
Bengals,
the Cardinals,
Okay.
Cardinals,
Lions.
the
Yeah.
Lions,
sure.
which was a fluke. I think we all agree.
Yeah, it was a fluke.
Hypothetically,
And-
the Steelers.
Hypothetically, the Steelers and the Commanders, who have looked
Beat up.
Beat up.
beat up.
Yeah, beat up.
They've lost to, and this is not a tie, by the way, which they tied the Cowboys 40-40. They
Yeah,
lost to the Cleveland Browns.
yeah,
Throw that out there. Is they
Yeah.
lost by a field goal to the Browns.
yeah.
I think that is what is
Really
said
hanging
is
us up.
really it's
Yeah.
off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Is you look at the games that they've won / lost and tied, they've only had a few the only really challenge, and it was the first game of the season, was the Lions. And then everyone else has just been not looking great or beat up with the Bengals, Cardinals, Browns, Commanders, and then that whatever the heck that game was against the Cowboys.
They have the 12th worst offense
Yeah.
in the league.
I think
But
they're
the 4th best defense.
Yeah, with Micah Parsons, yeah, it's very strong. But I
Right.
think it's kind of like, I think they're like the Colts, but bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are they in our top 10?
Oh, man.
I have no idea.
Are they
That's-
better
and this
than
is
Are they better than the Chiefs? That's where I'm at right now.
Personally,
think- I think if they played on Monday Night Football, I would watch that game and it would be a good one.
Yeah.
I honestly,
I
with
think
the
that
state of the National Football League, I don't know who would win.
I think that if right now you put the Steelers versus the Chiefs,
Yeah.
neutral site,
Yeah.
give me the Chiefs.
Okay.
If you said Chiefs versus Green Bay neutral site, that's where it gets a little dicey.
Right.
But give me
That's what I'm saying.
Still
That
give
would
me
be
the
a-
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay. So who would lose by less? The Steelers or the Chiefs?
Maybe Chiefs?
No, I'd say Green Bay.
Did I say Steelers or Chiefs? I
Yeah.
think Steelers or Green Bay.
I
Who
think
loses by
Green
less?
Bay probably loses by less. I just don't think I don't think the Steelers offense. Well, their defense looked really bad against a bad team in the Bengals. But
Okay, that's
the,
true.
The Bengals offense has never been the problem. It was their defense. So it's like I don't Steelers defense was supposed to be their best attribute, and they're not right now. Although they are holding Green Bay to 14 points.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
say
don't know.
we'll leave that open for Monday night.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
the Chiefs could help us out, lay an egg,
Yep.
and make this really easy.
Yeah.
I'll say this: whatever you come up with Monday night and roll out, I don't think between spots 9 and 10 I'll be
Right.
mad about.
No,
I don't think I'll be angry about
right,
whoever's
I'll
there.
tell you what I got. I'll tell you guys before it goes out.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's so. Right now we're saying Steelers,
Yeah.
Green Bay,
Okay.
Chiefs.
All right.
All right. Okay.
So then from the
Yeah.
top, we got Colts, Lions. Third, did we have Eagles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fourth, who do we have in fourth?
Pats
Yeah.
Patriots.
Because they're hot.
Yeah.
and healthy per se.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep rolling through them. I totally forgot our order.
Bucks,
Bucks.
Bills,
Bills.
Yeah.
Broncos,
Broncos.
Battlestar Galactica.
Nah, not quite. No Bears or Beats.
No Bears.
Seahawks 8,
Seahawks.
Rams 9,
Rams.
and then the potpourri of Steelers, Green Bay, Chiefs.
All right, that's a good list.
Yeah, I mean
I like
they
it.
could make it really easy. Chiefs could lose on Monday night, and the Steelers could win, and we don't
Yeah.
have to think too hard
Okay.
about it.
Think too hard about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. Playoffs come around. It's going to be fun. It is
Yeah.
going to be really, really
It's
fun
gonna-
to watch the playoffs.
That first round
Yeah.
bye is going to be
Yeah.
huge because
Oh, yeah.
some of these teams, there's going to be some upsets for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. Like I don't want to play
gosh.
the Bills in Buffalo. You know what I mean? Like if they're sitting at the 6, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Not in January.
Not June.
So,
Okay.
well, that's good. Good list, boys. Good
Yeah.
list. I think that's
I-
kind of
I was
Okay.
happy
what we're
with
looking
that.
for. Yep, I like that.